Hi friends! Welcome back to day 2 of Down on the Farm, where we're doing these fantastic chicken drawings. So today is the day that we are going to color the inside of our chicken, and we need 2 groups of colors. The first group of color we need are our neutral colors. So you're going to need brown, gray, and black. There's also a white crayon, but we really don't need it. You could only do that, if you wanted to do it on top, you could. But the main colors are brown, gray, and black. We also need our warm colors. Now, warm colors are basically all of your reds, oranges, and yellows, including brown, but we're also using brown in our neutral colors. So I always tell students that they're the colors of the sun. So we have yellow. There's also like this really great mustardy yellow crayon. I don't have it, and that's okay because I'm going to make it work without it. There's this light pale orange. I've got a yellow orange, orange, red orange, red, and then I have a red violet in here. I don't know if I'll use the red violet, but I've got it, so I have them all sorted out. So why don't you right now take apart your neutral colors and all the yellows, oranges, and reds that you can find. Okay. Now, instead of just coloring it in the way that we would a coloring sheet, lots of times I find that as soon as you have this fantastic drawing and we start coloring it in, lots of times we lose the drawing. So what can we do to keep ourselves from losing the drawing? Well, I have a way. So if you want to color it in my way, you're going to see that you have this beautiful drawing at the end that we can still see all the detail in, okay? It involves outlining it first. So I want everyone to pick up their brown crayon. And we're going to start with the tail feathers. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to outline your tail feather. You're going to outline that whole area that you're coloring in, and then you're going to use that coil line again. My 2 favorite ways to color in this space is either hatching, cross hatching is the best, or coiling, and that's that out of control line. But if we use it in a controlled way, we're going to color it in the best ever. So here I am. I'm going to take that coiled line, and I'm only going to coil in that area. And that is it. And I'm going to do 1 feather at a time with the tail. So let's do it together. I'm going to outline. And I'm going to coil. And it's okay if the outline's a little darker, that's totally fine. I'm going to outline, and I'm going to coil. You can say that with me if you want to. Outline, and coil. And up. Look at that, I went outside the line. Is it ruined? Absolutely not. Should I put a big X on it? Never. If you put a big X on it, that's all anyone ever is going to see, that big X. So we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to shake our hands a little. And we're going to say, I'm just going to take care of that later, and we're going to ignore it. We're not even going to get an eraser and try to erase it. It's fine. Nothing is going to destroy our artwork. We're going to make it work. All right, let's do the next feather. Don't forget to outline. Outlining is so fun. I always tell the kids it's like going for a drive. So I've got my line. That is the road. And my crayon is the car. And you're going for a drive. So if you're doing this video with me and your parents say, what did you do at the end of this video? You can say, went for a drive. They're going to look at you like, what? You're going to say, yeah, I went for a drive. We took our line for a drive. And now we're going to take that coiled line. It's so fun just to twist these lines around and around and around and around. But I'm controlling it. As soon as I bump into my outline, I'm going to stop. That's the difference between a scribble and a coil. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go here. Okay, now I have this beautiful, beautiful tail, but it's just a plain old brown. I love layering crayons. Crayons are actually my favorite medium to make art with because when you start layering, it turns it into really cool colors that the people at the Acrylic Factory didn't even make. So now I'm going to take an orange. You can take any orange. And very lightly, I'm just going to do some dark coiling down at the bottom of the tail feathers. And that's it. To kind of create that little shadow there. In school, I normally have a 3-layer minimum on every area. I'm going to do it at the top too, because I think that's fun. All right, now I'm going to take my brown again, and I'm going to add in my texture lines. So I'm going to use some straight and curved lines. My curved lines are going to be a little broken, so watch. I'm going to do a straight dark line. Broken, 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 broken. Straight curved line. Straight and a curved line. Broken, broken, broken. Curved line. Broken, 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 broken. And now I'm going to flip it to the opposite side. Broken, 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 broken. Broken, 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 broken. Broken, broken. Broken, 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 broken. Here I am with my tail feathers. And those are done. Now let's do the bottom leg. This leg right here is going to be done with the same colors. So let's get them. Okay. I'm going to take my brown. Oh, I forgot to outline. So let's take our line for a drive. Remember, if you go too fast, you're going to fall off the road. Excellent for driving lesson. Go nice and slow like we're in a school zone. And now we have to coil. Coils around and around and around. Here we go. Around and around and around. And I'm not going to go too dark. If I'm trying to make this really, really dark, oh, my hand gets exhausted. Is anyone making a dark line and their hand's exhausted? Make a light line. We don't have to make it hard. We want to put all this texture on top. All right, now I'm going to take my orange again. Same orange. If you want to make it a different orange, that's okay too. You're the artist. You can do what you want. And I'm going to add in those orange lines. Coil, coil, coil. I don't even have to do it everywhere. To go over to this area that got super dark, I'm going to put some orange in there too. All right, now I'm going to try to make some long droopy feathers. So right here, I'm just going to do some long lines, just like that. Long lines. And now I'm going to pick up my black, and I'm going to do some long lines with my black. And I'm going to pick up a yellow. I'm going to do some long lines with the yellow. You can barely see it, but you see it just enough to add a little bit of interest into that color. So that's that section. Now let's move up to this section underneath those cool zigzag lines. And that section is going to be orange. So pick up your favorite orange color. And let's take our line for a drive. I'm going to do the big curve first. Zigzag it all the way through. Oh, my hand's tired. I'm going to give it a shake. Take a deep breath. I'm going to keep going. All right, and the next thing we do after we outline is we coil. Let's coil it up. Coil, coil, coil. Not too hard. If your hand's getting tired, give it a shake and do it again lighter. All right, now I'm going to add another orange on top. I'm going to do it just in the underneath areas. Just by the zigzags, I mean. And I feel like this area needs some black, so I'm going to put in some nice long feathers underneath. So that's just a curve and a curve. And you don't have to do these. I'm doing them because I think my chicken needs it. A curve and a curve, curve and a curve. Okay, now let's do this one. This one is going to start with brown. Here we go. Oh my gosh, and this outline, this is such a cool shape. Look at all the zigzags. It goes all the way up almost to the eye or even into the eye, but I'll stop it. All the way around, so let's do this. Here we go. Taking my line for a drive, and this is a really windy road, just like we have over here in Pennsylvania. Zig, zag, zig, zag. You can even say the line while you're on it. Curve, zig, zag, zig, zag, zig, zag. And now we're going to coil it in. Here we go. Now make sure this one's really light because we're going to add some really fun designs on this one. Now if you notice my coils are kind of long, they're kind of going like this long loop. You could do coils any direction that you want. You could just make them super small like Cheerios. I'm going to kind of dance around that area and give it some nice texture lines because I think that's fun. Okay, now I'm going to take my black and I'm going to add some more zigzag feathers into this area. Curvy zigzag, 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 all the way in. And I'm going to fill those with some yellow. Just down at the bottom of the zigzag and a little up. And then in the back area, I'm going to take one of my oranges. I don't even know which one I grabbed. And now I'm not doing coil, I'm just going back and forth. I'm doing that hatching line, up and down. Hatching is just straight lines, straight lines. Maybe I'll put some in here. You can put them wherever you want, wherever you think it needs it, because you're the artist. You can do what you want. All right, now we're really making a lot of progress with this. Let's do the top feathers. The top feathers, let's make them yellow. This one's going to have really bright yellow, and we'll add some orange after, but our first color is going to be yellow. Let's pick up your yellow. All right. I'm going to take our line for our drive. Zigzag. Zigzag. Now, I picked up yellow. What if you picked up brown and you want a brown for your head? Is that okay? Of course it's okay. You can do what you want. All right, here we go. Coil it in. All right, I'm going to wrap it around here. All right, now I'm going to take my brown. When I add my brown, I'm going to do some long lines, kind of some long, skinny zigzag lines all the way from the top. And I'm going to take my brown and I'm going to color in this area brown. Ooh, got a little dark around his eye, that's okay. Now I'm going to take my orange and I'm going to do these long zigzag lines with orange. Now that I'm doing this particular chicken, I'm thinking that area could use a little black. So I'm going to do a couple long zigzag lines in black. And then I'm going to color the inside of his eye black. And let's do his beak and his eye. So everyone pick up your red. We're going to color his eye red. You can color his eye any color you want, but I'm going to do a little red. And I'm going to put some brown on top. All right, now we have to do these beautiful textures on the top and the bottom of our chicken, and that is red. So if you have 2 reds, I want you to pick them both up. If you only have 1 red, I want you to pick up a red and orange, but we're going to start with a red. So first we're going to take our line for a dry, and then we're going to coil it in. Now this is actually my violet red. This is not the red I thought I picked up. It looks kind of pink, and that's okay. I can make this work. Nothing is going to destroy my artwork. My favorite wavy line on this whole piece is on top of this chicken's head. And I'm going to coil it in. Alright, now I'm going to pick up my other red. And if you have an orange, pick up your orange. And I'm going to do the same exact thing everywhere. Because we want this to be a nice, bright color. And look, my proper red is covering up my violet red. There's never much to worry about in art. All right, we're almost done. Now we've got to go all the way down here and work on our chicken's feet. So let's pick up our brown, and we're going to take every single line for a drive. So I'm going to start here. Take that area for a drive. That area for a drive. My crayon is no longer sharp. It's not really following the lines perfectly, and that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go slower. I'm going to take more pauses if I need to. And if I go outside the line, I'm going to put my pencil down, give my hand a shake, take a deep breath, and I'm going to make it work. Zigzag, zigzag. All right, now once I outline it, I'm going to color it in so lightly. Then I'm going to take my yellow. And I'm going to do my yellow hard. This is the only time I'm going to go hard with my yellow. Hard with my yellow. Ooh. And then you can take your black crayon. Now my outline's in black, right? You can take your black and you can do an extra line underneath his little feet and give them a shadow underneath. Now, once you're done, you can take a look, and then this is when we can add fun edits. Maybe I'm going to add some black to some of my feathers on the tail. Maybe I'm going to try doing that cross hatching, which is cross in one direction and then you hatch in the opposite and add some fun textures all over the tail. As soon as you're finished, it doesn't mean you're done. That means that you step back and you start adding edits. I'm going to add maybe some shadows all over the place because I love cross hatching. Well, maybe I'll add some on here to show some shadows cross hatching. It's like a tic-tac-toe board in a way. All right, I think I'm done. Oh, and I see a white spot. I'm going to cover that up. All right, we are done for step 2. I hope you had a great time. Tomorrow we'll do the background and we'll finish our piece down on the farm. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.